Welcome back to the tomb, everyone. This is part two of One Band, One Sound, and I hope everybody will enjoy.
Anyway, so all right, so back to it. So yeah, so all right, so then Waka, and then I seen how the Waka shit was going. That went until 2013. 2013, it was after that stopped. And again, pretty much Waka again was not trying to really be into the music. That wasn't his thing. Like I said, that wasn't his thing. He wasn't trying to he didn't get in the game to be famous and shit like that. He didn't. Now I did come up with the concept of him being on reality TV, and as you see, that happened. So then after
could you say that again? Because you kind of broke up a little bit.
I did come up with the idea of him being on reality TV, and he said he didn't want to do it. And then he started doing that shit. I'll say that on camera. Because I am on the first, his first episode of Love and Hip Hop.
Are you?
And then, yes. Fuck yeah. You can go, I'll send you the video, and please, at this part, I was on the first fucking episode of Waka Flocka on Love and Hip Hop. Bam, right here. You put it in on there right now. I can send it to you. I'll send it to you. Just remind me tomorrow, because we're in the moment right now.
I mean, I don't watch stuff like that, so.
No, I watch all that shit. That's another thing. I watch pop culture. I'm a pop culture icon. Funny thing is, I've watched pop culture. I'm a pop culture historian and a pop culture icon. It's a hard thing to do.
From this conversation, it seems also you're a pop culture influencer.
That too. I will say that. Like I said, first drummer rapper and first drummer DJ. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this on camera too. I like the way my hair is now, yeah, it's totally different, but like how these niggas got their hair just growing it out. That was my Hanneman look. And that was me on 106 and Park. You can go look at this fucking shit. My hair was just I wasn't washing it. I wasn't blow drying it. Wasn't taking care of it. None of that shit. But the way the look is now with these niggas just growing their hair out, just doing tint fades, that's what I was doing with Hanneman. I was doing that shit. So anyway, yeah, no, I am
So I'll go ahead and say it. Bar for bar, flow for flow.
Flow for flow. I am the first influencer, historian, and put out there guy. I'll say that. Because a lot of motherfuckers I look up to, they can't say they are historians about it because they weren't. Travis Barker wasn't watching Travis Barker. I was. You know what I'm saying? Questlove wasn't watching Questlove. I was. You know what I'm saying? Felt and they didn't give too much fucks about they wouldn't I'm gonna show love and be yo, these are my OGs to Tommy Lee and Tony Williams. Tony Williams is Questlove to me. Mm-hmm. And that's Miles Davis and shit's drummer. And like Max Roach, you know what I'm saying? That's Questlove, but they're not they're not gonna say they're historians though. That's the other thing. I'm learning that it's different when you when you're being somebody else, but you're a little bit different. When you're this much different, it's a different fucking ballgame. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's what makes me a historian and an influencer. And I'm not the Smithsonian, so I'll say that.
And there's two things that I thought about. One from music and one from my personal life. The first one I'll say is it's a quote from, it's a line from J. Cole, Middle Child. He said, "Okay, I study the greats. Now I'm the greatest right now." It was just
and it's funny you said that because see, again, let's say who was on this Drake tour in 2012. Okay, mm-hmm. I'm gonna go backwards. Drake headliner, J. Cole, Waka. This is 2012. This is before J. Cole said that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I watched this is Drake first album. You know, J. Cole's first album, Waka's second album, Meek Mill mixtape, you know, Dream Chasers, and then 2 Chainz and French Montana. But 2012 though. So like I see exactly what you're saying, my bro. Like I in my job also, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I am a historian who also lived in this shit when they was like, because mind you, all these motherfuckers, they weren't that big yet. You know what I mean? They were big, but they weren't where they are now. Drake wasn't where. This is Drake becoming Drake. This is J. Cole becoming J. Cole. This is Waka just said fuck it, but Meek Mill becoming Meek Mill, and then 2 Chainz and French Montana becoming, because mind you, like, all these motherfuckers I'm naming, they're still doing the music shit. It's still bubbling. And Waka's not doing none of that shit. He said fuck it.
And I would say this is that with Waka though, is that he is, because I've seen.
No, he's better than all of them, because he's the reason why they all got into this shit. Because mind you, got to remember.
Well, no. I'd say this is that he's going to be great, but in a different area, because of the fact of he had music that was wild, like we were, like you said, mosh pitting to that shit. And that same person seeing that character development,
exactly.
Like, I'm vegan now. It's like
yeah.
The chains that I wear is just like, this is shit that I bought back in X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't even spend money on that.
He's literally like, he's the hood version of Childish Gambino.
Yes.
He's like, he went from hood to like, but also the funny thing is, he's also the reason why everybody's doing this shit. That's one reason why I like the fact that I can throw the Waka shit out there with me, because I could also be like, because I could also hit people with like, people weren't doing the rapper drummer shit. I remember, shout out Lil Wayne and his first drummer and his drummer now. Wayne watched the first show in 2012, and he's had a drummer ever since. Waka started seeing people come up with the drummer rapper shit and get mad. Waka's also a Gemini. So the Geminis they don't like that imitation is the best form of flattery shit. Me, I'm an Aries. I like that shit. Because I'm also like, nigga, I started that shit. Waka doesn't like that I started it and you're doing it. He likes the fact that he starts it and keeps doing it and nobody else does it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I saw that shit. No, I know that through just like signs and shit like that. But like, knowing about the signs and shit, but like, he doesn't like imitation shit. He doesn't like that shit. I've heard him say a million times after the first year we did it, like, I keep seeing all these rapper drummers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I'm also at the same time, I'm like, yo, I was doing that shit with he and shit, but he's like, who the fuck is he? I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you. But I was like, we was on 106 in Park. He was like, all right, you know, that's cool. I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? But even he didn't like that shit. And mind you, he's also a Gemini. He and Waka are both Geminis.
Okay, I'm gonna table that. And
Kanye's a Gemini too, just FYI.
I'm going to table the signs and horoscopes for another podcast.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing.
Because I definitely want to get into that with you.
No, that's
at this point it's gonna be, if we get into that, it's gonna be a 6-hour podcast.
That's 5 episodes that we have now. You know what I'm saying? Just write that down as another episode. But again, but the other thing that I want to say to you is that from the
from the music entertainment side, it was the J. Cole quote. But the other side, that like with what you're saying to me, one thing that resonates so much, that what my dad is, not past tense, still here, is saying to me is that no one lives long enough to experience life in its entirety. You have to experience life through the eyes of others. So the thing is like, you've seen what like the greats have done. You're experiencing life through them. And now you're forging your own path. It's just like, okay, this person did this, and this, fell down here. It's like, I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna take those lessons that they've learned, and I'm gonna forge my own path and keep those things in mind, so that I don't make the same mistakes, but I'm still making my own path.
Right. But also you have to remember, like, the fact that you can, this is one thing, like, I think how people get too cocky with it is if they fucking like, because that's exactly what you do. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to remember that the fact that you're in that company makes you blessed. You know what I'm saying? And like, cause I'm 40, because mind you, I know, man, dog, like, people who are definitely, like, who I know who are friends. I only have that, again, like my dad said, you ain't gonna have that many friends when you get 40. He was like 35, we'll see, but 40 ain't gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that many friends now at 40, because also they're not happy with where they are in their life at 40. You know what I'm saying? When you are happy where you are, it's not even just 40, just like, there's a lot of people who ain't happy. Like, there's a lot of people who can't go to sleep right now and be like, I'm happy where I am at with this life, and I could die tomorrow. I'm noticing that, like, at 40, it's real hardcore for people to even just like think that they're there at that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard a lot of people say, I'm not happy with where I am at 37, at 38, at 39, at 40. I don't even know who I am. I just had kids, and I've just been living for my kids since they were fucking 0, and now they're 18 or some shit like that. So, like, that's my other thing. Like, the fact that you can say that you're in those conglomerates and be like that, you know, that's why I call myself an alien. You know what I mean? So, like, I could, after this interview, I could die in my sleep, and I wouldn't be like, I never got to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And that's a blessing, because also I'm also starting to see, like, you know, that's why I have all these tattoos of these video game controls on my shit, because it means life is a game, play to win. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of motherfuckers who are still playing the game who are like, I still haven't even gotten to the next like 5 levels and shit. Me, I've beat the game at least like 5 times. I start the game over. And mind you, I beat the game on easy, medium, and hard.
Oh, so you're the guy that takes out the cartridge, blows on it, puts it back.
No, yes. Like, bro, I just got a fucking PS2.
For the millennials, there used to be video games that you had to put cartridges into. Well, not even the millennials.
You want me to show you? I know, bro.
I Gen Z or Gen X now? I don't.
They're
younger niggas.
Gen X, yeah. Like,
there used to be cartridges that you would.
This is what I've been doing. I just got a PS2. I have NBA Jam. Okay. And he wants to talk about
memory
that.
Card.
Yeah. Understand what I'm saying? Like that days.
The memory. Oh.
And I'm playing it first on easy. Then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna erase that shit, and I'm gonna play it on medium. And I'm gonna play it on hardcore. Like that. Like dog. You know what I'm saying? This is 01. This is 01. Understand what I'm saying?
PlayStation 2. I remember playing so much Tekken on that.
Oh, bro. Let's not forget, even once after PlayStation 2, it was Bond 007 and that was Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, he's 64 is the beginning of like Call of Duty and shit. You know what I'm saying? First player, but it was really like Duke Nukem and Dune and Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, you know, you gotta be a real G to know that shit. But again, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that I could be that person who knows all that shit.
And it's something you said that that actually touched on, like something that I try to be a philosopher at times, and I try to come up with quotes to like.
You are. Just say you are. Don't try. If you do it, if you do it and it's already out there, you're not trying, you're doing. You're just trying to be the best. Just remember that. Give me 3 of your philosopher quotes that you already put out there.
You know what? It's funny because
I was raised by Reuben Warren, buddy.
That's exactly who I was about to say. That like when you said that, I was just like, whew.
Like, every person who knows me, who knows my dad, if I say some shit like they'll be like, that sound like your dad. They'll say it like you about to just say it. Yeah.
Because like as soon as you said that, I was just like, yeah.
That's a Reuben Warren quote.
And then all of the red marks started coming back. I was like, no.
Yeah. No, you're wrong on this, and that. And guess what? Scribble. This is wrong. Oh, I see that this is wrong. What's these 2 other scribbles on?
Yeah. Or no, here's the better thing is define that term. What do you mean by that? And it's like, you know what I mean by that? No, but do you know what you mean by that?
No, that's real. Like that's the main thing. Because like the way I even fucked my dad up, like I did this shit in like 16. I depicted and broke down every way to play the drums I made it like I showed him what the cymbals meant and what the drums meant. And like I have it on my wall at the crib. And it's like I broke the drums down to a science. When I did that, he was like, oh, I get it. He really didn't give a fuck until I moved out the house. And then again, 7 years later, 5 years later, it was Kanye. When Kanye was cool. Okay. He finally was like, cool, you made it to Kanye. You know what I'm saying? But then, Kanye didn't last long. And it wasn't on get kicked out the band shit. It was like, nigga, we can't even tell our friends this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like,
we need to, all right, we're definitely.
We ain't gotten to that part. We're going to get to that part.
But it was something that you said, and I'll just share this because what you said is that, like, you could die tomorrow and you're not going to be like, oh, I've like,
yeah, I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Is that the way that I've thought about it is that I think that if your last moment is filled with regret, then you've lived an empty life.
Yeah, and really, and honestly, I'm just gonna tell you this from me to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't really know what your last moment is until you turn 30. And mind you, I never even thought, like, because again, like I said, my goal was, if I'm not somewhere on the way to fame by 30, then I'm gonna kill myself. It wasn't, if I'm not somewhere by 21, it wasn't 22, 23, 24, 25, it was 30. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, because 30 is when you're supposed to really know where you're at when you're life. You see what I'm saying? Like, people think that, like, I don't care if you get rich and famous by 21. You still don't know who you are until you're 25, 27. And I knew that.
Your brain doesn't stop developing until you're 26. So, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, 30 is when you really, like, are like, it's being molded into clay. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And molded into clay also, you can't mold clay until it gets semi-hard, no homo sapien. You know what I'm saying? So like,
also, when we get off of this, I'll tell you my philosophy about 30.
mm, mm,
I'm not gonna say it on air because it'll scare people.
no, we could have a nice little one about that because I guarantee you I'm agree and 2 cents disagree. But I guarantee you I'm gonna agree with you on this shit. Because also you're talking to someone who's 40. You know what I'm saying? And also someone who's 40 who's been living their dream life with these parents that I've had who really didn't believe in dream life. You see what I'm saying? You also have to remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you ain't dropped out of school yet. I dropped out of school in 07. And I was looked at, like, my dad's still telling me to go back to school. Now, as we're having this conversation about, oh, how did you make it as a drummer? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So, again, the reason why I left back home, when I saw you, he was like, you ready to go back to school? You're going to stay? You're going to go back to school? Damn, I can't even get a break. Like, give me a year break.
Did I ask you
that? Nah, yeah, ask me that. What's that? What's the ask?
Oh, no. I thought you were saying I asked you if you were going back to school. I was like,
no.
I was about to say we were drinking Jack, but I don't think I drank that much.
No. That's why I dipped out. Because Pops, like literally like a day or two after that, was like, "You going back to school now since you here?" I was like, "Go back to school? Are you serious right now?" Yeah. That's why I left like a month and a half later. So anyway, and again, I already had I got the tour booked because again, I believe in like universe pushes me. So fucking all right, so where was we at? You remember?
We were okay. Waka's saying like this.
Boom. All right, yeah, bang.
A lot of rapper drummers.
I got it. So also not even that. I'm just like, like we're both come from like parents who are like school shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, don't really need all that shit. But it's also good to have. It's good to have. I believe in like I want to do a foundation where it's called the C Foundation. It's spelled SI. C is yes in Spanish, but it means a C in high school. And I'll put you in college as long as you keep a C average. You know what I'm saying? So like just looking at the whole thing, and it's like, I get where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have you gotta be a prestigious because you still should know some shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta finish college, but at least go to that bitch. And again, not even just get the education, just get the outside lifestyle of living in a dorm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, being outside of your parents' control.
Being outside your parents' control, and also not know where your fucking next dollar is coming from unless they send it to you. And even if it's like sending it to you, it's still different because like you're sending it to you, but they send it to you, you gotta wait for it like a day or two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta put it in your damn fucking shit unless you got a job. And if you got a job, then you're gonna,
that's when you have the stockpile of ramen. Just like, all right, let me wait until
But you earn,
I can actually go to the food court.
Right. And you learn the fucking value of $1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing he instilled. That's why they made me go to college. They made me go to fucking Fisk. It was like, I was like, just let me go to Clark. And they were like, no, you can't go to Clark. It's like, why? It's going to college. And it's a better college than Fisk. Well, it's like 20 minutes away from the house. It's not going to help you out with anything. You know what I'm saying? Tight shit. You don't know what it's like to be, and like, nigga, my first overseas trip was 8 years old with my mom to eat China. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first stamp was 8 years old, China. After that, it was semester at sea. You know about semester at sea, right?
No.
Nah, you don't. So semester at sea, this is still a thing. You go a whole semester around the world in one semester. And I did half a semester. I did Venezuela, Brazil, Kenya, and South Africa. And Venezuela is when I met. This is like 95, 94. I met the They Don't Care About Us, Michael Jackson, when he had the little drum corps. Then there was Olo Doom. Fucking met them though over there, but at the same time they were doing the Michael Jackson shit. Didn't meet Michael Jackson though. This is before or after they did it. But also I left after going to Desmond Tutu's house because my mom went to school with Desmond Tutu's daughter. They were homies and shit like that. So I'm staying in Desmond Tutu's house, took his NAACP award, and was like presenting myself with NAACP award in his bathroom in front of the mirror and shit. And and fucking like that was by the time I was like fucking 13. You know what I'm saying? Same time I'm learning how to play drums and, be, the fucking guy that I am now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like, it's a different ball game. Like, because again, people don't understand, like, because it's really about the journey and people don't care about that. Because again, that's why I call you a one-hit wonder. It's about the story. You know what I'm saying? It's more about the story than it is about the fucking like, accolades.
That's like the result.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I think that a lot of times it's kind of cycling back to what we were talking about with millennials and well, the younger millennials and Gen X. Is that or
we're both millennials?
Are
right?
Are they okay? They're Gen Z. They're Gen Z, right?
Yeah, that's the beginning of it. Gen
okay,
Z.
Gen Z. Is that with the cycling back to that? It's I don't like part of it is instant gratification. Yes.
Yeah, but that's a part of the game now.
But I think that also part of it is depending on who you're talking to, is that some of them do not mind working, but they don't want to go through the bullshit that the older generation.
It's not regular work though. That's the thing. Like older generation is like.
No, I'm talking about the gatekeeping. I'm talking about the gatekeeping.
Oh, well,
like
gatekeeping, you're gonna have to like suck dick and like fucking sacrifice people and shit like that, or like take your shit. Like I also even believe like
you came out the gates hot with that one. Okay,
I mean, I'm just saying that's just what it is. Like gatekeeping, because again, like I'm seeing the gatekeeping shit. Like even like sucking dick to me would be like, you ain't got to suck dick. If someone were to tell me you can play for me, but you can't, all right, stand up and walk around the drum set, I get that, right? But if you tell me I can't like twirl, you know what I'm saying? Or like I have to just be like, don't for the whole song, that's sucking dick to me. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, that's selling your soul to me. You know what I'm saying?
Is being dishonest to who you are.
It's not what you got in the game for.
Yeah.
Unless you really just got in the game just to be famous and shit like that. Like the most I would not do, like, all right, you can't walk around and shit. But if like Rihanna was like, I want you to play Bitch Better Have My Money, and you're not like, at least I'm doing this. And I can throw up sticks and do this shit and do my thing. I ain't gotta walk around a drum kit and stand on top of the drums. I prefer to do that. But if you're just like, you gotta like, bitch, better have my money. I gotta do this the whole time. I can't even do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't throw the stick up and catch it. I can't do none of that shit because that keeps my time in this shit. That also lets you know that it's me back there playing. And you're also telling me I can't play the same way because like the way I play is different than any other. I don't play like any other drummer. That's why I'm doing this acapella drum shit. I don't play like any other drummer. But if you're telling me to play like any other drummer, to me, that's sucking dick. And then after that, if you're doing that and doing the other shit that they tell you to do, that's sucking dick. You know what I mean? And if you're really sucking dick, you're sucking You know what I'm saying? And if you like to suck dick, I wish I was. There's three things I wish I was: a white guy, because I'd be way more famous.
Okay.
Because they'd be like, oh yeah,
I
he's
think I
still
know where
fucking.
the other two are going, but yeah, keep going.
White woman or white white woman or black woman. Honestly, I would say white guy or white woman. It'd be the same thing, straight up. Because it'd be like, oh my god, he or she is the greatest of all time. Black woman with some nice tits and an ass. If I was jumping around the drums and with the ass and shit like that, I'd be like a stripper. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that'll be the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I really wish. Honestly, I wish I was a black woman, like with a tight ass, like even like my body. Like I'm cool with my body, and like because motherfucking chicks think like that shit is hot, but like chicks don't pay your fucking rent. It's like the whole world, and also dudes ain't gonna sign you because they're like, oh man, my chick think you hot. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it would be like, yeah, a fucking white guy, a black woman, or a white woman, and then a fucking like, whatever. And then it's a black guy. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel like there's a
if I was a gay black guy,
levels.
it'd be easy.
I feel like there's a couple levels before you can get to a black guy.
No, a gay black guy would have been stupid. If I was a bisexual or a gay black guy, I would be as famous as like a white dude. You know what I'm saying? Straight up like that.
Yeah.
But I definitely I believe if I was like a hot black chick with some fat tits jumping around the drums, looking like a stripper and shit like that, I'll be playing for Beyonce. Beyonce also believes in her whole band is a woman band. They all play music and they're good. I follow her drummer. Her drummer is the shit. She's only keeps women in her band. So yeah,
well,
like that'll.
I'm gonna go on my no jumper type shit. You think you can beat her drummer?
Any drummer, dude. It's only 5 drummers who I can't take down,
and she's not one of them.
Her Beyonce's drummer?
Yeah.
No, it's only 5 drummers who I can't take down, and it's not because they're better than me. It's because I stole from them. That's it. Because I honestly believe like no drummer, I'll take down anybody, but I'm not gonna say that because I stole from the 5 drummers that I would say. Like Travis Barker, I can't take from him because I stole from him. Tommy Lee, and I didn't steal my I didn't steal Tommy Lee's drums. Tommy Lee as a drummer, I'll bust his motherfucking ass. But Tommy Lee as being Tommy Lee as the drummer, I can't. You know what I'm saying? But like, if we want, like, Tommy Lee is number 6 to me because Tommy Lee made it to where it's like a drummer had a name. You know what I'm saying? Because also, like me, I think I'm better than every drummer because no drummer has no stage name. It's their real name. Because everybody I'm about to name has their real name. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Travis Barker would be number 1 because Travis Barker is crazy. I would never battle him because he might just beat my ass too because he practices a lot. But
and before we keep going, I'm gonna stay at number 1. But you also said that he gifted you a drum set, correct?
Yes. And that's another thing.
How wild was that drum set?
So the best thing, first and foremost, that's the first drum set I've ever had that I can't break. I haven't broke it, standing up on it or anything like that. Hitting it, traveling with it, dropping it, none of that shit. So it was pretty much like that right there let me know like I'm Kobe Bryant, he's Michael Jordan, no, I'm LeBron James, and he's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He's Magic Johnson, and I'm fucking Kobe Bryant or Allen Iverson. Funny enough, Allen Iverson also met him at a fucking at the strokers playing solo dolo, and he was eating chicken wings, and I walked up on him, and I was like, "Man, I'm a big fan." He told me I was a bad motherfucker.
Hey.
So yeah, no, that's man. What? Yeah, you ask me about any celebrity that you think I've ever met. I've been meeting celebrities, so. So they did that with but then Allen Iverson told me I was a bad motherfucker, and that right there took my whole life to a whole other thing. But the craziest thing for me, really, with the Travis Barker drum set.
Number 2.
Oh well, let me finish Travis Barker drum set. Travis Barker drum set. Him helping me load out the drums from his house is really what fucked me up, because I was like, you ain't even had it. You could have just been put them out there in the front and just say, go take them out. He helped me put them in the car. And that almost I literally told him, I'm not crying just because I ain't no bitch nigga. Real talk. So yeah, but he helped me take my drums out to the car too when he gave it to me. And that's it. That's all I gotta say.
And I'll say this, is that's someone, I'll say for me, that's an indication of someone who loves the craft.
Yeah, no, he respected everything.
It's not one of those people that get Hollywood and then just I know you like me, here you go, I'm doing something for you, just you'll figure it out. It's just this is for you.
Yeah, no, this is for you. But he also want me to figure it out in LA too. That's the other thing. I get it though. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I also thought he was going to give me a whole lot of fucking gigs. But again, the gigs that he tried to give me, they were he got me playing for fucking what's his name? Vic Mensa. But Vic Mensa hated on me too though. And Travis didn't even know that he was hating on me either. So it was kind of damn nigga, you out here in LA for real, ain't ya? Because it's a different ball game out here, man. It's a different ball game out here. So just him being in the what you call it, him hooking me up with the LA swag, because LA's different. LA is like Atlanta. Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. LA's like Atlanta, but also it's a what you call it? I don't like this lighting. Hold on, I'll fix this lighting, bro. Okay, there we go. Boom. Boom. Yeah, LA is like Atlanta, but I'm glad I came from Atlanta, then coming to LA. Because LA is you know what I'm saying? It was you know what I'm saying? Here go your drum set. Let's see what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type shit. Yeah. So yeah, what's the next question for that? Because I gotta put that all on there for the Travis Barker fucking drum set, because that was crazy though. Seeing him, and also him helping me take my drum set out to the car is honestly, that's bigger than giving me the drum set, because I didn't think he was gonna fucking take the drum set out with me to the car.
No, that's yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's wild.
Uh-huh.
So we're still on number 1.
All right, so yeah,
we need to go to number 2, and then after we get through that, I have a couple more questions for you, and then okay. I'll let you go.
Oh wait, we didn't finish. So okay, Travis.
Number 2.
I didn't finish everybody else. So we did Waka, and then after I
I'm saying number 2 in terms of the the 5 drummers that are before you.
Oh, okay, hold that real quick. 5 drummers before me. But so then Waka was the next person I played for. Then after that, I went and played for Tech Nine. After Waka, played for him.
That?
That was amazing. It's like seeing Tech Nine and like being like again like going from creme de la creme to like independent creme de la creme was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
As
Watching
a drummer,
what he did.
how did that work out? Because he goes.
That happened through. So Jaron Benton from Atlanta. Shout out Jaron Benton. This is after like Waka stopped. Like Waka was like, we ain't doing that shit no more. Again, I'm in limbo again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all right, so I'm gonna keep this 5 number up, this 5 hands, so that remind me about the 5. You also got the 5 too. I'm gonna remember 2. So after Waka, I'm like, what am I gonna do? What the fuck? I'm in limbo again, right? And I've known Jaron Benton since like me and Jaron. I've known Jaron since like college with Spree. Actually, I met Jaron Benton through Spree Wilson. You know what I'm saying? That's the back in the day shit, college shit. And so Jaron is like, I'm about to go on tour with Tech Nine. Will you play drums for me? And I'm like, hell yeah. Plus, I'm also like, I want to play drums for Tech Nine. Because I heard he the shit. But mind you, he never had a band or none of that shit. So on tour with Jaron Benton playing for Jet. And this is Freddie Gibbs. So shout out Freddie Gibbs. I know Freddie Gibbs like a motherfucker. It was me and Jaron opening up, and then Freddie Gibbs was closing. And closing before Tech Nine came on. And we was just on that tour. And mind you, this is like, I'm on the tour with these motherfuckers, fresh off the Drake tour. And I'm like, man, like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so like, I'm like tying it up with Tech. And I'm like, man, would you ever want to like a band or some shit like that? He was like, I've been waiting for a band. I just never been able to find a drummer. And funny enough, it was supposed to be this nigga, my dude, bro. And we're cool now. I know he hates me for this shit. But Don Dizzle was like the drummer for the band that was opening up Psych Ward Druggies, R.I.P. Luke and R.I.P. Bowers. They were signed to Nick Cannon's label. Incredible. And Bowers and Luke just died. He was the cameraman. But Bowers was like a part of the Psych Ward Druggies. He was Bowers, Hero, Golden Boy, Dr. Slonakin. He was the guitar player. But Nick Cannon would like fake being him and Don Dizzle. Okay. And they were the opening act for me and Jaron. It would go them, me, Jaron, Freddie Gibbs, and then Tech Nine. Again, I have some crazy stuff that now you're making me say this out loud. God damn, I need to unsum. So anyway, fucking Don Dizzle was supposed to be Tech Nine's drummer because the manager of the Psych Ward Druggies, me and him got into it because he was like, why you fucking you a fence jumper. You a fence ass jumper. You trying to play for Jaron and Tech. And I was like, yo, drummer trying to play for Tech and the fucking Psych Ward Druggies and shit. And Chuck is his name. Chuck, he still worked for Nick Cannon and shit. And we became cool once he saw I could play basketball. Like me and him like played basketball against each other. And we became cool as fuck. And I need to find that Nick again. But anyway, that's how I got with Tech. Because I told Tech, like, yo, you need to have me play for you. He's like, I've been waiting for a drummer because he's like, I've been looking for the perfect drummer to make for my band. So that's how I got on tour with Tech, through Jaron Benton, off top. Jaron Benton got me to Tech, and I've known Jaron Benton since I was in college and shit like that. So when Jaron Benton, then Tech, and then bang, moved out to LA, and then that's how I got to Kanye.
Yeah.
And then
you missed one person. You missed. I think you might. Well, I think you're missing a couple people, but the one that I want to talk to you about is the one where you showed up in not one but 2 music videos. Hobson.
Oh, so Hobson. I never played for Hobson. That's through Jaron Benton.
Oh, so you never played? You were in the
music videos. I was the way I was in the music video through Hobson, because Jaron Benton was signed to Hobson. He was signed to Funk Volume.
Oh.
Yes. That's how I met Hobson. I met Hobson through Jaron Benton because he was signed to Funk Volume. And yeah, like I was supposed. So here's a weird story. Okay. So because Hobson's from out here, you know what I'm saying? So this is gonna freak you out. So because this freaks me out every time I tell it. So the studio that I recorded, like practice at now, with my acapellas and shit. Shout out Alien Warr, the Alien Warr. Go see my acapellas. That is like literally right down the street from where he had me staying at Motel 6. And this was when he wanted me to play for him, because I did like two or three songs with him on the Funk Volume tour. Funk Volume, R.I.P. Funk Volume. That was his label.
Yeah.
And that's how he got me in the video, because honestly, like, you know, me and my Jaron Benton's DJ were like, you know, once we saw what Funk Volume was doing to him, we was like, man, they fucking you over. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I was really in the video. Funny enough, because he actually just hit me up and was like, what you got going on? I'm like, I'm actually in LA. He's like, oh man. So funny enough, Shawty, who I live here with now, was like, oh, we can go down there. And like, we stayed at his house, all that shit. Like he got me, he made me the fucking judge in this video, because I came up with the concept of being, because mind you, funny enough, I wanted to be Dunsky Douglas. That's my name in his video, Dunsky Douglas. And funny enough, the black chick, she was 21 at the time. This is like 2016, 15. She didn't know who fucking Frederick Douglass was. So wait,
she didn't know who Frederick Douglass was?
Bro, kids don't know fucking their fucking background. There's a motherfuckers who are 21 now who don't know black who or don't know who Frederick Douglass is. Believe that. So yeah, she didn't. And because I was like, give me Frederick Douglass hair.
Even Donald Trump knows who Frederick Douglass is.
Donald Trump is 60-something years old.
But he might not know if he's alive or not, but still, he knows who he is.
Have you seen the fucking video I put up on my story where, who was it? Oh, fuck. I forgot who it was.
Wait, yeah, but
it was that
was a wild.
No, experience. It was like a black dude asked another black dude who this lady was. I can't remember who it was, but he did not know who the fuck it was. Oh shit! No, it wasn't a black lady. No, it was a black man actually. Fuck. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but he was like
Marcus Garvey.
No, it was like way more easier than that. Shit. All right, give me 2 seconds.
Like
it was terrible. It was terrible. It was like, do you not know, like because he was like, who is this person? And he was like, oh, that's so and so. And then he was like, I don't even know where my other phone is. I don't. Shit. That shit might be dead now. Oh, it's not dead. Okay. Okay, I can do it, because like this is gonna really like fuck your head up.
But while you're looking that up,
yes,
it was. I will say this because I got into Hobson a little bit earlier, like when he did was like
I didn't know who Hobson was.
Like Ill Mind of Hobson 3. That's when
I was on 8, so that's like 2-3 years after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even I think it might have been even well, hang on, you said 2015. Yeah. Actually, you're right about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And I remember watching it and I looked at it and it's like, is that Ali? And then I keep looking at it and it's just like, this nigga Ali is in
that was all through Jaron fucking Ben. I swear to God. Say,
you killed that shit.
No, dude, I came up with the whole concept. I was like, yo, bro. Oh, okay, here we go. It was fucking hold
up. I'm afraid to know who it was.
Shit. Damn it. All right, hold on. I saved it. Okay. While you're talking. So yeah. So with Jaron, it was I didn't even know. I did again, like even with Tech Nine, I didn't know who the fuck. I didn't know who the hell Hobson even was. I didn't know none of that shit. I didn't know nothing about none of them niggas. And like after like rocking with Jaron was like, you know what I'm saying, like Hobson is this and that. I was like, who the fuck is Hobson? And then he fucking like had me like you know, look him up and shit like that. And then I was like, oh, okay. So he's on some like Tech Nine type shit.
Yeah.
And that's because, you know, Hobson also like, you know, bows down to Tech Nine and shit like that. Like he ain't gonna act like Tech Nine didn't help spawn him and shit like that.
Yeah.
So all right, hold on. So I found out who it was. Can you hear this?
Who is this person?
Yeah, but not like
I'm gonna show it to you. So you can hear it. You can hear this, right? You can hear that, right?
The first years of my life.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Hold up. Here we go.
Well, I'll say this. Since most people are gonna be listening, can you just describe it?
No, I'm about to play it on here. I'm gonna show it to you. Here we go. I got it.
All right, let's see if this works.
So we got, who is this person? Jackie Robinson. Robinson, all right, that's one. Who is this person? Martha Stewart.
It's the.
You can't see it. All right, cool. So, all right, I started over. So my dude, bro, shows a picture of Harriet Tubman.
Jesus.
Okay.
Christ.
Okay. My dude shows this black guy.
You know Martha Stewart's white, right?
You can't see her, so yeah. He shows a picture of Harriet Tubman. Dudes, because the first thing he shows him a picture of Jackie Robinson. And he's like, oh, that's Jackie Robinson. And dude, it's like, yeah, it's Jackie Robinson. Good job. He shows a picture of Harriet Tubman. He's like, Martha Stewart. He said, is that Martha Stewart? He's like, bro, who? It's like Martha Stewart. He's like, you know, Martha Stewart is black, right? I mean, Martha Stewart is white, not black, right? He's like, oh, damn. He thought Harriet Tubman was Martha Stewart. So that's where we are now in this day and age.
The only thing I'll say to you, and we talked about this offline.
Yeah.
3/5.
3/5, nigga. It's 4/5, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's 4/5, bro. You gotta understand, bro. Gunna just snitched on Thug, and let's not forget, Gunna got signed to Thug's label. Young Thug brought Gunna to his label, and I'll say that. I will say that. I will say that. Gunna got signed to Young Thug, and man, even Tupac.
Actually, let's not say that because, first of all, I'm not no jumper, so I'm not gonna start beef with anybody.
I feel you.
I'm not Adam 22. I mean, shout out to No Jumper. I do like this shit, but I think they stoked the fire a little bit too much.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with Adam no more. I was there when Dame Dash snapped on Adam 22, so I'll have your back on that. When Adam 22 told Dame Dash that, I was there. You can go look at the interview when Adam 22 told Dame Dash, that's not what black people want Kanye West to do. And Dame was like, how do you know what black people want Kanye West to do? I was there. I was actually also there because I came in and said, Adam 22, how do you feel about Gigi Allen? And Dame looked at me and was like, great idea, Gigi Allen. That's the inventor of Nancy Punk. Mind you, let's not forget, I'm the black white guy of drums. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And no. Let's keep that and we'll talk about that. I can go find that whole video. I was there for that whole shit. I even hit Adam 22 with a, he was like, yeah, I know about Gigi, but I don't know. I was like, hold on, what do you mean you don't know? You can't come in here as no white boy and let me know that you don't know about Gigi. Gigi Allen died at the fucking Claremont Lounge. Like, yeah, no, yeah. So no, we're good. But yeah, no.
God damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I feel like if I bring up anything and be like, oh no, I was there for that.
No, I know him. Like that's like how I was saying. I am a hip hop historian, a pop culture historian, but I'm also in the middle of all that shit. Straight up. So that's how me and Hobson found out about each other through Jerry Benton. Like that wasn't through like me being like some, like, oh, he's a badass drummer. I mean, I was a badass drummer, but it was like through like Jerry Benton. Jerry Benton tied that in. So that's how I got and me and Hobson, we were supposed to do a show. And this fucking so funny enough, Hobson flies me in, has me stay. Funny enough, like 4 exits away where I stay now. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out fucking Jay Nettie, man. Motherfucking Jay Nettie, like nigga, like my gal, like she fucking put that shit like in the works. You know what I'm saying? Like she fucking she's the reason why like we even got here. And like I didn't even notice it until she pointed it out. She was like this is right down the street from where you and Hobson was at. And I was down the street like fucking 15. So I moved here at 17. So 2 years before I moved out here, I was literally in the same area. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to Hobson. And before that, it was Jerry Benton. So that's how I got to fucking Tech Nine. So I got to Tech Nine through Jerry Benton. And then fucking he got me to that's how I joined, because Tech Nine was like, I want Ali to play for me. Mm-hmm. But that's how I also got to Hobson. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to Hobson through like moving out here and shit like that. And then after that, because again, like, I didn't get kicked out by
Tech Nine.
Tech Nine didn't kick me out. Tech Nine did not kick me out. It was pretty much, and it was like really his management, but it wasn't even his management. I know what they were doing. They were trying to save money. You know what I'm saying? So then they're trying to save money. You know what I'm saying? Saving money and doing their thing. And, I'm not even going to get into how it happened because it was a weird thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
They were trying to
you told me about it before, and
we ain't got to put that shit out on like wax. Yeah.
Because odds are, if I blow up, someone's.
No, I mean it's not even worth that. Like that's not even worth.
It's
like,
not.
fucking,
It's not.
It's not worth that shit. And so like then from there after Tech, then I moved out here because of Shawty, and then got to Kanye West because I played for Dame Dash. And mind you, like didn't get to that. I mean, when I first moved out here, fuck the bullshit. Here's the craziest thing. So me and Mr. Entourage, who
I don't think
my
you can
dad,
say the craziest thing because there's been a lot of crazy things.
no, this LA was crazy. Because again, LA crazy. Because move out to LA, go to Travis Barker's house, he gives me a drum set. That's the first thing that happens. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. Then the second thing that happens, I start meeting all the people from Entourage who live out here. Now, mind you, Vincent Chase doesn't live out here, nor does Turtle. Vincent Chase, the dude who played Vincent Chase is also a drummer. Okay. Let's not forget, he's a drummer. And you know, thank God I didn't meet Vincent Chase out here because we would have been super buddies. You know what I mean? So, but also, funny enough, Jeremy Piven, who played Ari Gold, you know what I'm saying, met him through Jay Davis because I was kicking it with Jay Davis, who was
that's my nigga. He's hilarious.
You know what I mean? Fucking OG comedy, and mind you, he came in through Dane Cook. He was on Tourgasm. If you ever watched Tourgasm, shout out Jay Davis.
Yeah.
Yes, he was on Tourgasm. So.
Oh, I did not know that. Because I'll say this, the first movie that I saw him in, it was hang on, give me one second. It's where he plays the salesman. I don't remember the name of it's like live. It's
No, it's funny. I didn't know.
It's like Sell Fast, Die Hard. Like I remember like
it's some shit like that during the Dane Cook era and shit like that.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that movie is fucking hilarious.
Dog, like I didn't even know who Jay Davis was. Again, I didn't know who Jay Davis was until I met him. And shout out Nick Littman. Nick Littman is the first person who hooked me up with Chris Webby, funny enough. Nick Littman, Chris Webby. Again, I met Chris Webby after I started playing for Tech Nine on Tech Nine's tour. He was me and Jaron Benton opening up for Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying? Playing, and he had a drummer and shit like that. That's how me and Chris Webby met through Tech Nine when I was Tech Nine's drummer, and he had a drummer for himself and shit like that. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's when we talk about music, it's all a fucking like if you don't do it organically, you're doing it like paid. And I get the paid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Play the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't play the game. I make my own game. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm sounding like Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to the Dame Dash shit yet. But I'm sounding like Dame Dash. You
keyword
be your own
yet.
Porsche.
Yet.
Exactly. You be your own Porsche. You gotta be your own Porsche. Porsche. You know what I'm saying? So like, but again, like if you really believe, that's one thing I want to say about these younger generations. Believe in yourself. Because also like Morgan Freeman didn't get on until he was like 58. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know Morgan Freeman is God. You know what I'm saying? Like he's literally the voice of God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like 100%. And mind you, like you see him in videos and movies of clips that you've seen, but you like that he looked young, but he's like 70 at that time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're watching street music. I mean street, whatever the fucking shit with him and Superman.
How old was this nigga in Glory?
Nigga, he was like 60 in Glory. Maybe 58. He might have been 58 in Glory.
Hang on.
Look it up.
You know
Morgan
what?
Freeman was like over 52 in Glory. He was like 50 in. Have you ever seen Street? What is it? Look up the movie with him and Christopher Reeves, where he's playing a pimp. That was his first big movie.
All right, let's see.
Glory was like
How
1990
old was Morgan
something.
Freeman in the movie Glory? Okay.
Yeah, just look up when he was born. Look up when Morgan Freeman was born, and then look up
Nah,
when.
I don't feel like doing math right now. I've been drinking. Uh,
Okay.
that was over 32 years ago. Today he is, and still they don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Morgan
God,
Freeman is like, all you gotta do is look up.
yeah.
I can
Okay,
look it up.
fine. What was it? When was this written? All right. The first article that I have, 33 years ago. He today is 85.
Yes.
Oh, wait. I think it was 50. No,
Yes,
I think it was
that's what I'm saying.
52.
Bro, Morgan Freeman's been in the game for a long ass time. He's like Samuel L. Jackson. Can't remember, Samuel L. Jackson is like old.
Hey, black don't crack.
Exactly.
Nigga.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like Morgan Freeman, like, man, like, and that's one thing I pride my mom for saying, like, you don't have to be a rapper or actor all the way like that. Be a drummer and then you can do the actor and rapper. And I consider myself a drummer and an actor. But like, you know, like I can play drums for the rest of my life. I can be a 70-year-old drummer and still, as long as I'm in shape, like how LeBron just said, as long as I'm still active and can like play at a high level, you know what I'm saying? Then you're good.
Let me ask you about that real quick. Is that because, well, I've seen you play multiple times and I've also watched videos of like live performances. Is that like after a show, like motherfucker, you are drenched in sweat. So I'm assuming that like doing that is a workout within itself. Like outside of
Yes.
that, do you also like work out or do you like
Yes. No, I mean, like I don't work out while I'm on tour, but I work out when I'm not on tour. You know what I'm saying? And like, I run like when I'm not on tour, I run a mile at least 2-3 days and then take a break or like every other day and take a break. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like just yeah, like as a 40-year-old black man, I don't know about white guys, but black man, you gotta fucking be active because also like
I mean, if you do the life expectancy, like you are 142-year-old white man. I'm kidding.
no, as a black man, as a 40-year-old black man with no kids, I'm at least
Old as
100.
a
I'm
mother.
100 years old.
Yeah.
Just even if I was a black man at 40 with like 2 kids or 1 kid, I'm still like 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to think like
Don't worry,
also,
I'm 30 and I feel like 80, so I'm right there
but
behind you.
but it's not just because of like how you just feel, it's because you have to like when you go into a grocery store, like dude, when I know I'm not stealing from any store, I still when I walk out and walk past them little dudes, I'm still like, I hope this shit don't go off. That's an extra stress that's added on to your life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like as a white man don't think about like if I just walk past this shit, like if I just drive past this cop who's pulling out and turning left while I'm going straight, you know what I'm saying? And he has his left blinker on, he still could be like, that's a nigga, and then bust a U.
Then just whoop.
Yeah, exactly. Like that right there is extra stress that people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So like it doesn't matter. Like if you're 28, you're fucking 20, you're 39. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40. I've just been living with 40-year-old problems since I was 20. In my head, I'm 25. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like when it comes to cops and shit like that, like if if I ride past a cop and that motherfucker is on the highway, you know, with no lights on or with lights on, I'm still looking like, you know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker just hop on the fucking turn around, you know what I'm saying? And if it's on the same highway on the street and they go on the opposite way, you know what I'm saying? It's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then therefore, like, but also if you have that and don't have kid problems on your shit, because also like now, alimony and motherfucking kid problems. Like, nigga, you can go to jail for fucking, you can go to jail for like selling weed, having like not paying child support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, fucking Babyface is getting hit with the $15,000 a month alimony, bro. So then, after dealing with Jaron Benton and how he got me to Tech Nine and Hobson, you know what I'm saying? So the Hobson thing was like that whole Hobson thing was really crazy because also like I ended up moving out in the same area that I was doing the Hobson shit. You know what I'm saying? I moved out to LA. And funny enough, little did I know, where I record these new, shout out Alien Warr, you know what I mean? These new acapella drums. It's literally like 3 blocks away from where Hobson had me living in a hotel. Isn't that crazy? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So did that. And then after that, and this is like 2 years before I moved out here. This is 2015, 16, so 17, I moved out here. Move out here. I'm playing out here. This is when I also hit the like epitome of like, oh wow. Because also like how I said, my dad said like your entourage life ain't gonna be like that. You ain't gonna be living with your entourage niggas. Which he was right. But then I started living with the real entourage niggas. I started teaching Jeremy Piven. I am the first. There's a Jeremy Piven joke. Okay, and we all know who Jeremy Piven is, right? He's Ari Gold, right? So the first time I met even Jeremy Piven as Ari Gold, I'm like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Very Bad Things, but Very Bad Things is a movie with him and Christian Slater and tall dude from the Joe Pesci, Macaulay Culkin movie and shit like that. And so like I screamed that at him when I first meet him at his fucking first comedy show where he first starts doing stand-up comedy.
And so you're a heckler.
No, see that's the wrong. That's the funny thing. I am the opposite of heckler. I'm like your hype man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what got me cool with all the comics. That's how I got cool with Jay Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're the hype man. Like I'll be like the one who would be like I would laugh at the weird jokes. That's what I would be. That's how I got cool with Jamie Kennedy. That's how I got cool with fucking Jeremy Piven. That's how I got cool with like a lot of fucking comics. Like I would laugh at the shit where everybody be like, oh, I'd be like, ha, ha, ha. Like, yeah, he gets it. And then I would see them upstairs be like, yo, that joke was funny. They'd be like, damn, like you the only one who would get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, yeah, I'm like the opposite of heckler. I'm like the one who would fucking, and I wouldn't heckle you if I was a big fan of you. I would also, like, here's one thing that I did in Hollywood that made people like be like, oh my God, I fuck with him. I would say to you, like, I'm a big fan of what you did, and nobody would ever say it. Everybody would say it. Like, be like, you are the first person to ever say that shit. So, like, Very Bad Things with Jeremy Piven. When he first went on stage, and mind you, I caught him at the first time he was learning how to do comedy and shit through Jay Davis. You know, so he goes up on stage, and I'm like, we're goosed. we're goose by God. He's like, hey, that's my fucking line. He was like, you're a black guy who has never, like, I've never seen a black guy who's seen this movie that I've been in. Because he's used to black guys being like, you know, Ari Gold, Ari Gold, Ari Gold, yeah. Ari Gold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I already know who Ari Gold is, but I'm gonna be like, we're Goose by God. And it's a real pivot. Like, you should watch Very Bad Things. It's him, Cameron Diaz. She's the main character, and dude from fucking tall dude from fucking Home Alone, no shit like that. You should watch that shit. And it's actually written by Jerry Fiara, dude who wrote Maid and you ever seen damn, what is it? Damn, Jerry Fiara. Shit. It starts with an S, not Schicklers. Damn, fuck. That sucks.
And
but
I just looked it up because it was plaguing my mind. It's called The Goods.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Yes. It's
he
called
wrote
The Goods.
He wrote The Goods. Yes. He wrote that shit. And he wrote Swingers. Swingers. You ever seen Swingers?
Yes.
It's him and Vince Vaughn.
Live hard, sell hard.
Sell hard. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
If anyone has not seen that, who is listening right
is
now,
a dumb fucker. You're a dumb fucker. Like, you're not a fucking bad.
That goddamn movie. It is hilarious.
Exactly.
Now, granted, if you're
under 22, then you're good. You don't have to see it. But if you're over 30, if you're 25 to 30, you better shut the fuck up.
Yeah, if you're 25 or 30, like
that's just on Netflix, nigga. It's on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was. That's from my fraud. It was on Netflix.
Hang on, let me
see if it's on Netflix still. But Swingers with Vince Vaughn, him and Vince Vaughn, like, you know, and that dude, like, you've seen him before. Like, people be forgetting. Yes, that was Vince Vaughn's big turnout movie, Swingers and shit. So, like, I'm throwing people at shit like that. So he's like I watched Jeremy, like, there's a Jeremy Piven joke that he tells that I like helped him like write, because like his mic went out, but he was talking about how he's a thespian, a fucking actor, like he's from the thespian era. He can project, and his mic cut out. And now I was like, yo, anytime you tell that joke, just make your mic cut out. And he does that shit, and he is famous as fuck through that shit. But mind you, he also got me me playing for Craig Robinson at the Laugh Factory. You've seen that shit, right? So like, yeah, like he got that shit. He already golded me. Because he literally like made me bring my drum set down there and like told me, like, I was talking to Craig Robinson. I'm like, man, he's like, well, you are a fanboy over this motherfucker, or you want to play some drums? And I was like, oh shit, I gotta play some drums. All right, bet, we gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like again, LA, Hollywood, way fucking different. So, okay, bam. So we do that shit. That's how I got cool with him, mind you. I also did karaoke with Eric Murphy, who, funny enough, it was his karaoke bar that was also an Entourage scene a couple of times, Gold. You know what I mean? Did that shit with him. Did that. And then I also met Johnny Drama at the Malibu, Malibu shrimp bar, whatever the fuck that shit is. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, bam, did that shit. So then we do that shit. And then I'm like, all right, so LA is where I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? So then start playing for LA. And then I get this call from my homeboy, who's literally like, I'm about to leave Dame Dash, and I forgot you lived out here. Because I mean, living out here, like people do forget that I live out here. You know what I'm saying? They used to be being the Ali Atlanta alien name. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, I forgot you live out here, but I want to fucking like introduce you to Dame Dash.
Also, you're a little bit of a nomad, so it's hard to pin you down.
To this day, you know what I'm saying?
To this day.
To this day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm super like it's like you nomad shouted. So fucking do that shit. He just like all Dame gotta do is just see you drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So
were you nervous for that?
Nigga, I ain't been nervous since like 2005, 4. I've never been nervous.
The reason why I ask is because sometimes when people ask you to just be you, like you always are you. But when someone says be you, it's just like what the fuck does that mean? Like I don't know what that
to worry about that because usually when people tell me to go be me, I have a drum set. And that's one thing that's like been like a different thing for me. I have not had to. Oh shit! That's the damn guitar player from Dame shit right there. All right, hold on. But I've never had to be.
You never had to.
I've never had to be the fucking guy that had to be like on some like
like I need to turn it up because someone's here. It's just like this is just who I like. This is me.
Right. I never had to be like that guy. So so like with that even being said, it was like after that happened, it's like, well, you don't have to even fucking be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because also, like, you also are like, you know, again, the first of all time. You know what I'm saying? Here's the reason why my name is Ali. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I get what the name Ali really is like meant. Because you know what I'm saying? I wasn't born Ali. I don't know what my fucking birth name was, really. You know what I'm saying? Because my parents didn't get me till like, you know, 6-7 months later. You know what I mean? So I could have been like, no, Jethro. You know what I'm saying? So after seeing that, like, and then also being like, you know, like Ari Golding me to be Ari. He was Ari Golding me, and he was not even, I wasn't even Vince, but I told him, I was like, I'm Vincent Never Chase. And he's like, what does that mean? I was like, I'm the Black Vincent Chase. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. After seeing that, I was like, all right, again, how I can be happy to where I can die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that happened. So then, so my dude, bro, also was like, no, Dame, come down here. He was like, I already know once you play for him. Because he was like, he's been running through a whole lot of drummers. I already know once you play for him, he's going to suck your dick. He's known me since Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bang, come through. After I play for Dame, it's like OB. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to this nigga today. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking do this shit. Boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. And then, because I was like, I came out here. I moved out here for Drake, Kanye, Travis Barker, Kanye. No, Travis Barker, Drake, Kanye, and Dave Grohl. In that order. You know what I'm saying? Because Travis Barker said, like, you move out here, I'm going to put you on. You know what I'm saying? So, and he gave me the drum set. So, fucking, like, I'm like, all right, bet. We're going to do this. Boom, bang, boom, boom. So did that shit. And mind you, I already know Drake. Because again, like, you know, like I said, like, come to find out, Drake was like, yo, I want, like, everybody wanted me to play for that Drake tour. You know what I'm saying? So, fucking, I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna find Drake, Kanye, find Travis Barker. And Travis Barker was number one. So, bang. That's how I came out here with that shit. So now, boom, give me your fucking like 1 through 5 to whatever numbers questions now, because I'll give you the whole rundown.
Well,
why do I not call myself number one?
No,
is that what you're about to ask me?
No, because we still haven't gotten to the Kanye part yet.
Okay, yeah. So then, bang, playing. So he brings me to Kanye. I mean, he brings me to fucking Dame, and he's like, he already knows Dame's gonna like me. I played for Dame, and I knew like Dame was gonna like me. You know what I'm saying? But little did I know, because after I fucking like play for Dame, Dame was like, you know, I founded the Black Keys, and I go and do my fucking work, my research. Like Dame is the reason why Black Keys were a 2-piece band for like 5 years.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Right. And like he was like, man, big time about that shit. Like, he pretty much did what he did. Because again, you have to remember, like, since Dame Dash, he did what he did to Jay-Z and Kanye. Gotta remember that shit. You feel me? So like, I'm like, all right, this is the nigga. Like, this is a nigga who like makes you like really want to be a black, you know, boss guy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we just clicked. Like, me and Dame have like had arguments, like gone at it a million times on some like just because we on some drunk high shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this nigga is like, this is how I know I'm on the right path. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, mind you, he's the only one, because you have to remember this. This is one thing nobody can take away from Dame Dash. The main 2 motherfuckers who he made famous are billionaires. If you think about P. Diddy, nobody's a billionaire. And nobody's even like alive like that besides Mace. If you think about everybody else, Loon and all them, they're fucking like Muslims. You see what I'm saying? They not even in the game. They're not even in the regular lifestyle of religion. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like Loon and Shine, them niggas are Muslims.
Yeah.
Everybody else dead. And Lil Kim, like, she ain't really like P. Diddy shit. Like, but she's also like, she's the original, like, you know, black version of like Pamela Anderson. When black women didn't believe you could be Pamela Anderson like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, all right, I'm with this nigga. Like, it's about to go down. So I rocked with that nigga for like a year. I met Dame in 2019. Shout out to goddamn Dame in 2020, because that's when Kanye was doing this fucking shit. And September 2019, like, we had one show at the Peppermint Club, and we shut that bitch down. Like, a fight broke out in the back. Hassan jumped up on the fucking balcony and shit like that. Like, it was not, we literally got banned from the Peppermint Club. And then 2 days later, COVID hit, and shows weren't even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Until like now. You know what I'm saying? But like, especially at that time also, like, because mind you, if you remember, the only popping spot was Kanye's Cody, Wyoming spot.
Yeah.
During COVID. And then like, bam, it was like, we're going there. And I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, we're going there. So we went there, and yeah, I jammed with Kanye. I was there for 13 days, but I jammed with Kanye for 2.5 to 3 minutes. and it was a good jam. But again, like I said, Kanye, I didn't know until he jammed with him that he doesn't like the bap of the mallet hitting the bass drum.
Yeah.
That's it, though. That's it, though. It was nothing else. He doesn't care about the, because I was like, do you care about the stick hitting the snare or the tom? No, he doesn't care about that because you don't really hear that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because it's like because
it's too quick. It's too quick to hear
it's
it.
quick and like
Yeah.
that's the thing that's causing the noise versus like mallet hitting it is like it's an extra thing that hits it that carries the noise. Like when you explain it to me is I can understand how someone with a very astute ear can.
Yeah, I get it when he says it, but I never thought about it until he said it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I get it. I get what you're saying, but you know what? Yes, I know you're a fucking genius because you're saying something that I didn't even know that even existed until you was like, oh, you know that. I was like, oh shit, that's what we're talking about. So that's what made me know he was a fucking genius. Feel me?
So I'm gonna have to ask.
Top 6?
No.
Top 5?
No. Did you meet Kim though?
All right, so the Kim shit. So here's the funniest story about this shit, and we can put this out too.
Well, question: do you put it out or
no? This is a great story. So okay, this is the day after I found out about the Pat shit, right?
Yeah.
And so, because again, if you look at Kanye shit, right, he doesn't like even his like when he has the drums playing for the Hallelujah band and shit. He has stand-ups because he'll take the toms and the cymbals and the snare. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't. That's why I was like, oh, he really doesn't care about the bass drum. It's not the drums, it's the bass drum. And here's the one thing that I thought when he first said to me, like, you know, like, I don't like that pat. I also think like Kanye. I think Kanye can't sit down at a fucking bass at a drum kit and play like and be great though, not just play like regular. Like, cause Pharrell can play a boom, doom, 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 doom. That's all he can do though. Pharrell and Timberland can do that shit.
Yeah.
But they'll be cool with doing that shit. Kanye ain't gonna be cool with doing that shit unless he can play like me. Cause Kanye is like me. Cause I found out Kanye was like me after being on his fucking shit.
Compound. It's a fucking
400.
compound.
It's because compound is worse. Like it's more than a compound. It's 400 acres. Compound. When you think compound, you think just like, oh, there's a mansion on there, like 3, 4, 5 acres.
I would say estate, but you probably like what?
No,
I don't know. Reservation? Like I don't know. His own reservation.
Estate is better.
Okay.
Estate is better. Estate is better. Because I remember a couple of times saying, you know what I'm saying? This is like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't even remember what he said, but estate is better than a compound. Because a compound's like Tyler Perry shit. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, that's another episode. Okay.
Yo, we're not gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Fucking like, you know what I mean? Like I can't just call it a compound type shit. But because also as a black man to another black man, seeing what he did, like having your own gasoline for a car and a fucking like you have. I don't know what type of gas you gotta put in the fucking like, you know, Humvee or I mean what you call it? A fucking four-wheeler.
ATV.
ATV. I don't know what that gas is, but he had that gas because that gas you can't put in no car. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing this nigga put Humvee gas and car gas, but mind you, it's separated. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think
It's not the same gas.
Man.
No.
The reason why it might be different because, well, he's a billionaire. He's not driving cars that take regular gas.
No,
premium.
No,
That's just premium as fuck.
Yeah, no, it's you are damn right, motherfucking non-lie.
That's why he has a premium
no,
and he has a regular.
Yes, no, it was premium.
Because
he had nothing but Raptors. He had nothing but Raptors on there.
Yeah, so he has a
Raptors taking
in a regular.
Yeah, it was like either premium or diesel. You know what I'm saying? It was premium. You're right, because it was Raptors. Raptors don't take diesel. Exactly.
All right, so that makes
so I'm watching that. I'm watching a nigga who has premium gas, because mind you, here's why I know he only had Raptors, because on this whole thing, he wanted it to look like Mad Max. He wanted it to look like only Mad Max. Like it was only Raptors allowed on the land. Like even if this nigga was like not even there and he happened to show up and you happen to just be driving through the 300 acres or some shit, it had to be a Raptor. It had to look like Mad Max. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty much like what I would do, like how he's did it. I would have only made it look like Aladdin, Arabian Nights. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I would have just hired white people to, like,
he hired white people.
To hang on the back and just spit gasoline in my.
I mean,
like some real Mad Max type shit.
Dude, it was super Mad Max. Like it was on some like I only want to see flying carpets on my shit if it's Arabian Nights. You see what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
So yes. So I'm like, oh, this nigga is again. But only way you get to that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, you don't want that responsibility. This is what I learned. I want like $500,000 responsibility for that. I don't, and mind you, $500,000 responsibility means you're making at least like $2 billion a year, though. You see what I'm saying? You're not making, you're not spending $4 billion. Because mind you, I watched this nigga Kanye because he had us play, while he signed his contract for fucking what you call it, Gap and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I wish they would put out the videos of us and that whole shit. We'll see. It might happen. But I'm just saying, like,
wait, so how does the ATVs tie into Kim?
So all right, so ATVs. So this is I'm just telling you about the gasoline, right? So 2 days before the Kim shit hit and shit like that, we're fucking, because we had jammed one night, and mind you, like, it's funny, like even 88 Keys, just like one of my videos, the acapella drum video, where I just did Water Runs Dry, but he liked the Bombs Over Baghdad acapella video. And mind you, I didn't even know that nigga even followed me. I followed him. I never saw that he followed me. So I just followed him as soon as I didn't even know he followed me. And obviously, if he liked my shit, then he definitely followed me. So I'm like, I fucking just like, playing to the shit. And he was out there. That's how I met him. I met him that night that we were, actually I met him 2 nights before. Cause like Dame had us like practicing out there in front of Kanye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, like he didn't even know Kanye didn't like that bap until like he told us. You know what I'm saying? So like we fucking like do the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like after it's done, it's OB. It's oh fucking Bizzle. And that's when the next day he didn't perform with us. He just wanted us to play his music while he signed. I watched him sign that contract for the Gap shit. I saw that shit. I got that shit on. I got it. I got the audio of it where Dame was like trying to like also present him the kind of like the what you call it the Steve Jobs shit, because he was like, don't tell Steve Jobs to shut up when he's doing his presentation. But I got that shit
Yeah.
tape. I got it on my phone right now. And fucking like because they were arguing. I ain't gonna talk too much about that shit. But I saw Kanye West. I was playing drums when Kanye West signed his first $1 billion deal for the what you call it, for the Gap shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and there's a video that should be coming out soon because now everything is like dropping out. Dame did that shit. And the funny thing is, like, I never all the Travis Barker shit. Like, if I were to meet fucking Jimi Hendrix or Kurt Cobain, that would make way more sense than me knowing Dame Dash and Kanye West and shit like that.
Okay.
I'll give Dame that. But Dame got me to see all that shit. Like, he got me to like, because he didn't know that Kanye didn't like the bap drums.
Yeah,
he didn't know that shit.
I don't even think Kanye knew it until
I don't think he did. I don't think he did at all either until like,
he was just like, I don't like that.
But no, he's never had he has known it because he has never had a live drummer. If you think about Kanye, he's never had a live drummer.
So that's why he didn't. But that's why I'm saying he didn't know it because he never.
I think he knew that because he also said he hears and sees the colors of the sounds. That's what he said. Because also you hear and see the sound. Because mind you, I'm a drummer. That's plastic hitting plastic for 2 seconds. I never even thought about that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's there is
that made me know that
there is a term for it. And
it's called evil genius.
Well, no, it's not evil. Like when you see sounds as color, there's
seeing like Hendrix and shit like that. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I did because I can see that too. What is that called?
Hang on.
Look it up.
Give me 1 second.
Please, because I want to know what the fuck that is.
See sounds as colors. There's a
text it to me.
It is
what's it called?
You can I'm sorry for anyone that's listening. I was never hooked on phonics.
You're learning.
Synesthesia.
Synesthesia?
Nope. That is not the way.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. And you know what you do? Copy and paste a word.
Yeah, and text me that. Text me that word.
You put it into Google.
All right. Text me all that.
Now, well, it's on the podcast, so now everyone knows that I can't. Fucking.
No, I'm just saying, text it to me. Oh, okay.
I swear, I have a message.
Text it where you can. Text it, but not in synesthesia. You know what I'm saying? But whatever that is.
Synesthesia. Like, that's what it's called. Synesthesia.
Synesthesia. Okay.
Yes.
So he got that. It is
it is it's the phenomenon where when you hear music, but you see shapes or you hear a word or a name, and instantly you see a color.
Oh, that's what Hendrix and him saw.
Synesthesia. There it is.
That's the first thing. The first movie I saw with Hendrix. Hey, now you're doing science. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, synesthesia. So send me that. But that's what he was really saying. Like, and I got to watch him like do that shit, and then like seeing like his like whole, because again, that's how he can hear that.
Yeah,
that's all it is. The pat pat pat.
Because it's not like for him, it's not. It might not be necessarily that he hears it. I mean,
no, because it's not even mic'd, but
like,
he's in the room where he can see it. He can hear that. Me, I mind you, I've never even thought about the.
But what I'm saying is that it might not be necessarily that he could like.
No, he hears it and sees it though.
It's not that he consciously hears it, but he can consciously
sees the colors though.
See it. So it's just like I'm used.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm used to seeing this, and
I don't have that. I don't have that gangster. Like I don't see none of the colors of the drums that I play. Like how you were asking me.
Yeah.
You can break a drum head. Like I can break a drum head every 3 days, easily if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even have to, unless I'm playing for like a fucking metal band. I could maybe do that, but again, like I still have to see how loud the singers sing. You know what I'm saying? But
gotcha.
Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Like it's like a fucking yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm like I get it. Like that's why I'm glad I'm not this and not that, and not that, and not that. But again, like the fact that you could even like. Cause I be hitting my like I be playing like on my knees and my legs. If I could see all those colors and shit like that, cause I'm already crazy. The fact that I'm just hitting my shit like that, I'm already crazy. You see what I'm saying? If I can see it and be crazy, I'm seeing the colors and so that's how I know. Like after seeing Willy Wonka,
I think the creator gave you the right type of crazy. They gave him a different type of crazy.
No, it's just
I can see it.
It's really that's why I give my mom a high five. She didn't put me on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. Because that's why all these microphone niggas is dying weird. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I can say like I'm at least glad I can say I got the jam with Kanye West before everything went crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause like now, like nigga, they're doing X and XX, and I would love to play for X and XX. But they're putting him in with with Drake, and Drake might get hit with the goddamn RICO charge. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm glad
I've been watching and I read a couple articles about that.
It's bad. And the fucked up thing
how about we reconvene after the case and then we can be like
we'll talk about that, but all I'm gonna say is X and XX would have been molding rap right now. Let's just be 1,000 wow. That's all I'm saying. I would have rather played for X and XX than fucking Lil Uzi, and I'll play for both of them motherfuckers. But like it's like because he was about to be like Kurt Cobain. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that's why I'm just saying.
I mean, we all know how that story ends.
We'll talk. That's another fucking podcast.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, that's what I saw with Kanye. I was like, oh shit. I see why I'm not like I want to be a billionaire drummer. This is why you don't want to be a billionaire drummer.
Yeah.
So,
there's a lot of things that come with it that is true.
Yeah. But Kanye taught me that. Kanye taught me that. Dame Dash taught me that. That's how I got to Kanye, was through Dame Dash. And that's what I'm saying. So now we're going to my top 5, 6, right? You want to knock that out real quick? All
Yes,
right,
we'll knock that out, and then after that, while
we're
you go
done.
through it, I'll have it being in the back burner is one. One
I
is
got time. So,
is
so
that
just
what is
what you want to do?
no, we'll go through
What?
we'll go through the 5 first. Well,
All right.
we'll go
Let's
through
do
the
this.
4. We'll go through the 4 because you're the 5th.
No, it's 6, 5. We'll go do 5.
Oh, 5.
Let's do that first. And I got time. You ain't got to
Okay.
worry about nothing.
So we already
Yeah.
went through 1. Let's go through 2.
All right. So all right, I'll just start from the top too, just to give you a number 1. So number one is John Bonham. Okay, John Bonham is number 1. That's
As a drummer?
like John Bonham, Led Zeppelin, the drummer. Okay, that's the end all be all. You know what I mean? Like, if I could be, because mind you, like how LeBron,
I thought
John Bonham is over Travis.
Travis
Barker.
no,
John Bonham.
I thought we were going through the 5 that are alive.
Oh, we're doing a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing the 30. Okay, yeah.
Oh no,
okay.
we're not going through 30.
Okay. We'll do 30 later.
This is not a Joe Rogan podcast. We're not going 6 hours.
We're not doing 7 hours. Well, we technically have done like 5, though. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. All right, so alive. So, but because that's my top 30 of all time. Because I'm number 30. That's what we're saying. I'm number 30. But alive, yeah. Okay. Alive, number 1 is Travis Barker.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You're correct. Travis Barker. Number 2 would have to be Tommy Lee. Lee. Because Tommy Lee really is above Travis Barker and me, because he did the shit first. He invented the word. If you know the word sleeves, if you remember, it was called drum sleeves back in the Tommy Lee era. And it's like, now it's like a different thing, but like it was drum sleeves. Like drummers invented the sleeve game. 100%. Because even bikers, it would call biker tats. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't biker sleeves. It was drum sleeves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, right. Like, look it up. Like it would be biker tats. You had a biker tat mean you had something on your forearm. And it mean you had something all the way up to your fucking, throat. You know what I'm saying? So it was really drum sleeves first. It would be Travis Barker, Tommy Lee, because also Tommy Lee was before everybody. You know what I'm saying? It'd be Dave Grohl is number 3.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find him. Too. It would be Queens of the Stone Age drummer. No. It would be, what if I say Dave Grohl, I have to do this, but I still would say, honestly, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna go Travis Barker. I'm gonna go Dave Grohl. I'm gonna go Mars Volta drummer, John Theodore. And then I'm gonna go Queens of the Stone Age drummer, and then I have to, like I said, I'm number 6, Travis. My dude, bro, teacher, Chandler Rentz, and then me. Until Chandler Rentz dies, then I'm number 6. Because I'm just gonna name all the people I've stole my shit from who are alive. And that's what
I would
go ahead. Let's go.
I'll say this. If I could,
We're not in a rush. We're good. Go.
So if I could, I would make a suggestion is instead of saying stole, because it's people that you have been
Influenced me.
like inspired by is
inspired, influenced.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you can be influenced by someone and like it's not
But for me to them, because like a lot of people stole my shit. You know what I'm saying? So like if I were to if I was somebody in my top 5 before me, right? And I didn't say their name and they never saw it. Like, did you see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar saying sorry to Shaq recently? No, you didn't see it. Okay, so when Shaq first came in the league, because I've been here, honestly, you doing it, we're on camera. Here's my top fucking NBA players of all time, honestly, okay? It goes Allen Iverson first, Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, and then after that I'll go like Kobe Bryant and then Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean? That's my top 5. And then honestly, my number 6 would be like Steve Francis.
Wait,
and
so
then Vince Carter.
LeBron didn't even make the list?
LeBron is numbers fucking 8, but he's after all the people who came out of him. Because I'm a LeBron James
who else
fanatic.
made the list?
Like I said.
Gucci who?
No,
Gucci man?
No, I didn't.
Shout out my nigga Gucci.
I said Allen Iverson first. Allen Iverson is because mind you, I've met Allen Iverson. I dapped him up, and he's not 6 feet. He's 5'11". Okay, just gotta remember that. And he was 5'11" in a league where 6'8" was regular. Long time. So I'm saying.
Shit.
And I'm talking about.
I'll do anything for those 2.
Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson.
Being 5'9".
Allen Iverson. Yeah, Allen Iverson. Vince Carter, because Vince Carter is the reason why people dunk the way they do now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. And Allen Iverson is the reason why people can cradle the ball and do the, like crossover.
Yeah.
You think about it. The Tim Hardaway crossover, you had to like, pop. You had to be dribbling and shit like that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So from me, it would definitely be in that order. You know what I'm saying? Because they were also before, mind you, I'm older than LeBron. I'm 40. He's 38, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Because he could be lying about it. He could be 40. And if he's 40, but I don't think he would be 40 because it was like, he wouldn't, if I was 40 and I was LeBron, I'd be saying I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? So like even Allen Iverson could be 40. Like that first and foremost, that ain't even a thing. But Allen Iverson paved the way for that shit. That's all I'm saying. And mind you, it would be LeBron first, but Allen Iverson is because I dapped him up and I looked him dead in his face. And we're the same height. Allen Iverson, they say he's 6 feet. I'm going to say it to the camera. He's 5'11". For real. Because he also called me a bad motherfucker. And if he's 5'11".
You're 5'11"?
Yes. That's the other thing. I don't look like I'm 5'11". Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So Allen Iverson.
No, it's not even that. I didn't perceive you as like 2 inches taller. Like, because we've seen each other.
The average person thinks I'm 6'2". You know what I'm saying? That's not because I have like, first and foremost, I have my hair up like this. Like I'm like 6'5". You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But even that, just like my aura is like 6'3". You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, you're at least like 6'3". No, I'm not. 5'11". That's all I'm saying. So and right. So like so that's why I'm saying like Allen Iverson number one. He's number one. And then like Jordan's number like three. You know what I'm saying? Kobe's number four and LeBron's number three. You know what I'm saying? But when I talk about like people before him, like it's really like, it really goes. It would go Allen Iverson, Shaq, LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan. That would be my starting five. Because mind you, I have a center. I have pretty much LeBron would be my fucking forward, and Kobe would be my forward, and they can also like dunk and like block. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson's my point guard, and then Michael Jordan is my fucking like three. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, of course that's a stack team.
Yeah. Who would you put in that mode again? Who you got? Who you got? Because you like I'm telling you right now, if you give me another five besides and you can't have none of them in your fucking five, you can't fucking see me.
All right. Ready?
All right. Come on.
Dylan. Because he's spit touch fire.
Okay, that's fucking P. Diddy. And if we're doing that, P. Diddy taking everybody down.
To tell you the honest truth, I do not follow basketball like that, so I am not even equipped to have this conversation.
Yeah, you can't even like if I were to have Shaq as my center, Allen Iverson as my point guard, Kobe and Vince Carter as my forwards, and what's his name? Dennis Rodman as my four. Yeah, you don't even know what the fuck you're gonna do. You don't even know what you're gonna do, bro. You don't even know what you're gonna do.
I barely know the game. Let it the play.
All right, cool.
So
all right, cool. All right, so cool. Back to what we're talking about. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not.
But so that's what you asked.
Well, first of all,
so
I know that
I saw.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. You saw.
We're going back to the Kanye West Kim Kardashian breakup. So here's what happened.
Oh, I was just wondering if you met the bitch.
No, I didn't. Why would we call her a bitch though?
Like, so, no. I mean, yeah. I don't say
if you met her. You know what I'm saying? Just call her her. You know what I'm saying?
I used it, and I had to explain to my friend. I use it synonymous with like women in not a derogatory way. The same way.
I feel you on that.
The same way how niggas use the word nigga for everything.
Right. No, I feel
it's not. It's not derogatory. It's like, oh, this bitch. It's like,
yeah, I wouldn't say it was derogatory. I was just saying, like, we were talking about, like, is she different than Rihanna or anybody else? That's all I'm saying.
I call Rihanna a bitch too. Look.
Yeah, but you wouldn't call her a bitch to her face, though.
If she was acting goofy, yes.
Yeah, but that means you know her.
If she was acting goofy, yes.
Hey, so here's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is,
I mean, but then again, she has bodyguards that'll probably put me 6 feet under. So
yeah, you're not even like thinking about that. All I'm saying is,
yeah. Also, will never get close enough to Rihanna to ever just. I'll never get close enough to find out that she's goofy for me to be like this goofy.
Call her a bitch, exactly. So this is what I'm saying. Like with the Kanye shit, we were supposed to jam. This is after we like did a 3-minute jam because I want Dame to put this jam out so bad. Oh my god, he's not gonna put it out, but we might be able to put it out soon. And we fucking and this is why I'm like, you just really throw. Like, you don't know what the bitch this and that. After we fucking played, he was like this is the main thing that really made me know that I was in the right area where I was supposed to be at. Where going in to get food at his like, and mind you, this is not my food shit. This is his food shit. And I'm looking at like I can get prime rib, vegan rib. Mind you, prime and vegan rib. Okay. Prime and vegan rib, to have that in front of each other is a different thing, right?
Yeah.
Prime rib, vegan rib, chicken, this is everything. And we got fucking come in, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, it's prime rib and everything. He walks in too. And I'm just like, man, I want to tell you thank you for giving us this spread, because I didn't know I was gonna get fed. And I said that. I was like, I didn't know you're gonna get fed, but I appreciate you for this shit. He's like, yeah, man, God gave us this shit. Oh, this and this and this and this and that. I'm like, man, damn, thank you, bro. And then the motherfucker goddamn, like, he fucking chops it up with us and is like, but nigga, are you ready to die for this shit? And I was like, nigga, my name is Alien Warr. I'm ready for it. All right, that's fair. All right, y'all want to jam later? And Kanye West told me, you want to jam. And I was like, this is crazy. Kanye West asked me if I want to jam. This is insane. Nigga, fucking like 5 hours go by. He fucking comes and finds us and says, we can't jam because my wife is coming there. And that was like, after they fucking, like right after that, they fucking divorced. But the fact that I got to see, like, he was like, Kanye West said, we want to jam. We can't jam because my wife is coming here, was amazing. So that's my answer to that. Right. Boom bap.
And this is why I realized that I will probably never make it in Hollywood.
No, you would. Don't say that, dude. You're
finish.
talking.
Let me
talking
finish.
to me
Because I'm the type of nigga that will just
to
be
be
like
snapping. You be snapping and shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like if we're supposed to jam, and then it's like my wife is coming.
No, but no. He said we can't jam, but we'll jam in like the next 2 days, and in 2 days we jam.
Okay,
we did.
All right. I didn't hear the caveat to that. I thought it was just like, oh, we can't jam up. Like, if there was no caveat.
No. Your next question should be like, did y'all jam after that? Because I forgot about that. Because you're right. You're right.
Okay.
But no, we jammed like, nigga. The next day, I see the video of them in the Raptor on the shit, or he's crying like, oh. And I'm like, oh, we're not going to jam. And then the next day after that, like, we fucking are jamming on the same spot. So yeah, no, that's no. I forgot to just put all that. I said we jammed later on after that. But yeah, like no.
And
he was like,
the reason why I would say, like, with what I'm doing right now with the podcast and everything like that, I mean, the reason why I'm doing it is not for money at all, because I like educating.
Dude, is it your art though?
Yes.
And that's one thing, and you gotta turn that shit the fuck out from like our parents. Like nigga, it's about the money though. It's still about the money.
Honestly,
I'm always about the money.
Honestly, for me right now, it is not about that, because I'd rather give people quality podcasts. I'd rather educate people. I'm
okay. But education is not free either, right?
But it should be all like the
no, it shouldn't.
Let me finish. Let me finish because
if I were to give a master class about this shit, please, I want $100 every subscriber.
As Dr. John Henrik Clark said, all information in the world should
be free. You're right. You're right on that.
Is available, like, should be available to all people in the world.
Right. But
why would you covet information?
But if I
unless you have nefarious intentions.
I get that. And that's like information, and it's like, but like for this music shit, this ain't information. This is like especially like now in this day and age, like that's why motherfuckers are getting masterclass money now. Do you want to be an actor? Do you want to be this? Like, no, because also like honestly, like
But here's the
artists.
thing: information does not translate to talent.
No, that's not in this day and age. You can have no talent and have the information and have the like what you call it.
Yeah, you can take the information and probably go viral.
There's
once or twice. It's like, but the thing is,
because also
talent
pay.
gives you
People,
hard work, and talent gives you sustainability.
No, that's just dead. But I believe in that still. But like I just got kicked off of TikTok, and they're the same TikTok that kicked me off and knows that I'm on this other page. It's like, do you want to pay for some shit? Because we can help you get more followers if you pay for this shit. So like that's what they're doing now.
Yeah,
which I get. I'm not dissing it. I get it. I'm gonna get my other TikTok back too.
And you've probably heard this, is that I know what things are, but I'm talking about what things ought to be.
Yeah, but again, like we just gotta just keep like doing these type of things to make it to where it's like it's gonna be ought to be like that shit. Because you think you're the same as Joe Budden? No, you're not. I know I'm not. And mind you, if we tie this in to where
Also,
we're like doing,
well, it's gonna be shade. That nigga doesn't know how to talk to people. He has poor social skills.
Well, he's not even social. He's a rapper.
Well,
so you have to remember, he's a rapper. He's like,
does not know how to talk to people.
We're not gonna tie that in on my fucking shit. But now, like once a week, guess what, people? Once a week, we're doing this. We're doing this, and mind you, because mind you, like we've been doing this for like 6 hours. It's like fucking like 5 o'clock where you at.
4. It's 4.
Yeah, there you go. So then, therefore, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So we can. So yeah. So we'll do this. This will be a once a week thing. So okay, let's see. Are we finished? So then we did Kanye.
We did that.
And
so I have one more question for you.
All right.
And
what's
then
that?
We'll close out for this episode.
For the Alien Warr episode. This is my intro.
Yes. And you made one hell of an intro because
man, please. I got like 8 hours of footage.
Yeah.
8, 7, 8. It's 8 hours exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus 3 fucking breaks. I know what I'm doing.
For the actually, yeah, I'll ask this. Is that
give me both? I can do them fast. We can do fast questions.
No, because I want to ask the empowering questions.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Is that for the kid that is you right now growing up, the mindset and just what would be the advice that you would give to that kid?
Well, the funny thing is, like, you're talking to a kid who has not grown up. That's the first thing. So I would tell that kid, never grow up. And the fact that the only way you could get to that area to where you are right now is by not growing up. So my favorite thing that I can tell anybody who's like, oh, you don't know what it's like to be a grown up. My first thing I say is, I don't want to grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys for boys and girls that I can play with, from bikes to trains to video games to the biggest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up because maybe if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. So, like, I would tell that motherfucker, like, stop, don't, again, like, what you're doing is right. Don't grow the fuck up. because I've seen everybody else grow up around me, and this is a 40-year-old motherfucker talking. Don't grow the fuck up, because you know what? Talking to all my 40-year-old grown-ups, they're not happy with where they are, like where they're at. Like they're, because again, like they're like, yeah, you don't know what it's. Anybody who comes to me and says you don't know what it's like to have, I'm like, all right, that's a bit. And two of them motherfuckers owe me money because I gave them some money for that shit.
Okay, so hopefully by the time this episode is posted, they pay
They're
you.
not gonna pay me back. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I was hoping.
They're not gonna do that.
No, but
we'll-
something you said that like with that, it actually resonates because I'll say this, like for me, is that like with a lot of things that how my life has changed, I had to grow up in certain ways, but I've always retained and I guess protected that like that nerdy scientific like, oh, I love
That's who
it.
you are from real life.
Like
in real
that
life,
is
though.
the thing that I protected. So
and,
like
and that's why you're still that guy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like it's like that's who you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but like
there are certain things I have to do just because I didn't like I said this, I think I said this to my friend yesterday. Yeah. It's just like we didn't grow up, we just grew old. So we just got older in age, but we didn't grow up.
but
And
that's not growing old though. Like especially if you stay in the gym.
but when I
Like,
say growing old, we just our bodies got older.
but no, it's not even that, because if you stay in the gym, your body don't get old. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that they were saying about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and LeBron James. They learned how just take care of your body, you can stay in the game. How LeBron is saying, I'm still like, I'm now like to where I can like, I'm 38, but I can still play like 2-3 more years. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar left in 42. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
I think you're making. I think
no, I'm just saying.
Saying
I'm saying
old is synonymous with
it's not. No, it's not.
not non-functional. I'm not saying
it's not even.
non-functional.
Not even that. I'm just saying stay active.
Yeah,
Everything you're saying is
active.
correct. Everything you're saying is correct.
Yeah, when I
But
say
stay active.
when I say grow old, I just mean that time has passed. Something that my dad would well still say.
But are you in the gym? That's my question.
I work out.
Okay, cool. But so put that out there, because
Yes.
motherfuckers also think that you can just be young and old and young and not go to the gym. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You still do things to maintain your body. But what I'm saying is just,
no, it's not maintain your body. Because like nigga, I run a mile a day. You know what I'm saying? And I run, and it takes me 7 miles per hour. I run 7 miles per hour to run out a mile, and that takes me 8 minutes to do. You know what I mean? Like you have to like tell people what the fuck you got to do. Like 40-year-old people, I'm telling you now, at least get up to where you can run a mile in fucking 9 minutes. Anytime you do it, because once you can't do that shit, that's how you get fat. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You gotta like also promote like just because you got the high school like metabolism and shit, you know.
Oh, I
but
don't.
Also, but that's what I'm saying. Tell them what you're doing. Like tell them what you're doing. Because me, I'm saying right now, at 40 years old, I can run a mile in under 9 minutes. And that means I'm running that shit at 7.5 miles per hour. That's what I do. Because again, I run on a treadmill. You know what I'm saying? So like I go on a treadmill, and run 7.5 miles per hour for 4 laps, and it takes me 9 minutes to get around the treadmill. You gotta fucking put that shit. Because again, that's one thing that white people.
Do you do an incline?
So after I do that, after I do my mile, I do an 8. What you call it? 8. Because now at first I started.
Grade. It's an 8th grade.
Yeah, I started at 7.5. And I do that as an incline, but I also get a 25. I get a 25 dumbbell, and I hold it up above my head. So I've been doing that for 5 weeks. Now I'm doing 8 incline and a 30. And then if I get too tired, I'm fucking getting my 25s and shit like that. But that's what I do. Like when I'm walking, I have an incline and I have 2 fucking dumbbells on each side. And then once I'm like, all right, I can't do it too much more. I hold them to my side and I walk up the incline, and then put them down and then do it over again. So that's what I'm saying. Like tell them what you really doing. Because like I'm doing that shit at 40. And like I done had a couple of my motherfuckers, homeboys come out, like, let's do this. They're like, man, I ain't even done that shit too damn much. Well, nigga, you gonna die when you get 60. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I do all that shit. Like, oh man.
No, first of all, I agree with you. I was speaking more so of the mental and intellectual.
But no, it's all about mental, like, because it makes you push yourself for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
When I say is that when you grow old, I'm not saying that you give up. I'm not saying
no, but I'm saying a lot of my people at 40, I'm seeing my people who are my age give up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Like it's sad, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, 29 talking like this. They weren't talking like that at 29. But mind you, at 29, like it wasn't also like, because you also gotta remember, right? When they were 29, they couldn't, like, nigga, you can see, you don't have to follow a nigga who's a buff ass nigga in Istanbul, but he can pop up on your timeline. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we didn't have that back in our day. We just knew that we had to be swole up. You know what I'm saying? So like they don't even see that shit, but they're seeing that shit, and this like it makes it harder for them to work out. You know what I'm saying? At 29, it makes you be like, nigga, I'm 29, bitch. I know fucking a million niggas who look like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the.
You see what I'm saying? That's the difference.
For the most part, when people work out, it's for the most part it is not
in this day and age.
It's not to be healthy. It's to look attractive to get someone.
It's not even that. It's at least to keep up with somebody who they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, like people work out so they can keep up with somebody they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not gonna say that's not what I do, but I mean, I know I have a good body. You know what I'm saying? But I know people are keeping up with me though. And I definitely know that people who I know are keeping up with me. And you're 29 or 27 or whatever the fuck you calling yourself. I don't know how old you are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 29. I feel 65.
Well, that's fucked up because I'm 40 and I feel 25. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, but also I run a mile a day. You know what I'm saying? Like I run fucking like even.
I'm not saying physically I feel 65. I'm saying just like mentally, it's just
I don't feel mentally or physically 65. And you shouldn't feel like that, especially if you don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm saying. Like you don't have kids, bro. Like you should be. feel like that.
But what I've tried to explain to people is that I know I've been here before.
I get that.
And
I get that.
I guess when they did the Control Alt Delete, they didn't wipe the time part of it. So
I mean, yeah, I feel you on that too. Because
like I'm sitting there, I was just like, I'm looking around and I'm just like, are people?
I mean,
like I'm looking at people,
but you're putting too much pressure.
And I'm
But see
looking.
that's the fucked up thing. That's what I'm saying about the internet. That's the fucked up thing that makes people like so more in competition. Because again, it's like at 21 in my age, it was like you had to be like on like you had to be half a millionaire by 21. But now it's like they put that shit on you. But again, like how well, if I was this younger, I would have been doing like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So that means now at 31, you gotta fucking like get this fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Cause this podcast going. You know what I'm saying? Because like $1 million worth of game, them two people be thinking like I would have be like $1 million worth of game. But them niggas are like 45 years old. Oh, excuse me. You got the white woman talking to me all wet.
No, because for the last 10 seconds you froze. So I
okay.
So I put the thing on pause. So I was waiting for you to come back so I could.
So what I'm saying is like, yeah, like we like people be they be thinking that like these it has to be in this like certain time frame. Time frame is different now. Joe Budden made a fucking rap song and it's now, you know what I'm saying? Gilly the Kid, bro. Noriega, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, so we're like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like people be thinking like, oh, you gotta be like 21 and you gotta get on. Like, dude, Noriega came out Noriega's older than me, and now he got Drake chaps. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and this is definitely gonna be a different episode, but I can give you a caveat to why men, especially black men, like at 21, 22, 23, and 24 years old, think that they need to secure the bag like
yeah, it's because they're raised by women who like they don't even have dads but we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like
that's been another 3 hours, and
nigga, that's another 7 hours, bro. Like this right here is like a fucking 8-hour fucking thing we got going on. So therefore, like what we're gonna do from me to you is do once a week a fucking, 7-hour fucking thing. That's what we're gonna do. I'm cool with that. We just gotta come up with a good concept. That's all we gotta do.
Okay, I'll talk to you offline about it because I've been fiddling with some ideas. So
no, I got your back. We'll do that.
So let me close this out.
Yes, let's do that.
And if people want to find you, want to get in contact with you, want to hire you, want the Alien Warr, how do they find you?
All right, so first and foremost, if you want to find me from music, or like you want me to like do some things for you where it's like going to change the world, because I am the drum president, and now I'm about to be like the #1 drummer.
And you're also the Beethoven of drums.
Beethoven of drums. There we go. That, and number 6 of all time alive right now. Find me on Alien Warr, the Alien Warr, THE Alien Warr on IG.
2 R's.
2 R's. There you go. And that's it. Because right now my TikTok is like taken down, and I don't really do Twitter like that.
Do you have a YouTube?
I do have a YouTube. I need to like read. Me and you need to talk about redoing my YouTube because I have YouTube, the Vincent Never Chasen Show, and that's like just type in TheVincent, and you'll find that shit. But you know, I'm too old and grown for YouTube.
Okay. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, like I'd rather you take over my YouTube because that would be great. Because I have a lot of shit on my YouTube.
All right. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Well, I want to say thank you for first of all just saying yes, coming on and talking. It's just giving us your story, and then also just with just a wealth of knowledge. And
that's already.
And yeah, that's the only thing I can say is just thank you.
Yeah, and this is gonna be more of an add-on. This is just the beginning, so we're gonna do this shit soon. You know what I mean?
So just imagine this as a teaser for you guys.
Yeah, this is a teaser. Get ready, and we're gonna like call-ins and all that shit. Yeah, I think we got something going on. What is your like side name going to be like? I was Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy. What's your shit going to be?
I mean, I'm the
Pharaoh.
I'm the Pharaoh.
I'm the Pharaoh. So you'll be the Pharaoh and I'll be the alien. And that's it. Yeah, that's a bit. The Pharaoh and the alien. That's how.
As long as you don't try to say you built the pyramids, I'm good.
I'm not gonna say I built them, but I will say I started them. You know what I mean? That's the bit, bro.
I'm not even gonna touch that.
That's the next episode.
All right. Yes. The next episode we do is gonna be about conspiracy theories. So stay tuned for that one. But until then, thank you for listening. This has been another episode of Toon Talks with the Pharaoh. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys and gals and y'all next week. Peace.
Pronoun gang.